Hello! I'm Jerry Rigged, and this is the Duskers Daily Challenge for November 12th, 2016. Looking at yesterday's leaderboard, I honestly sat here in stunned silence for a few seconds because I kept the top position with, I believe it was 2 scrap. I bailed early, had a score of 600, and that... Wow, Marvin commented that that was the right decision, but I didn't think it was that right. I was expecting to be, 10 maybe, not first. Holy crap, that was... Yesterday was a horrible day. Excuse me. Everything was wrong yesterday. And that's why I bailed early. So sometimes, like I said from my experiences on the weekly challenge, sometimes you just have to go. There's really no justification for exploring further. Looking at the remaining scores, moving down, starting at 590, we have WW Hollow, Dave, Captain Crush, Sheepy to Sheep, Tomort, McTinchy, Marvin had 440, Neg, and Camus. Camus took either, again, he was actually on second, I think, when I finished yesterday, or was that someone else? I think someone else had... I think maybe Dave or somebody had something else. I don't remember at this point. Camus was already on the board yesterday. I speculated he had radiation damage. It's probably he had swarm damage, but I've never been able to get away from swarm, so I'm not sure exactly what happened there. Looking at today's leaderboard, we have a much more positive score with 920 from Squeaky Penguin. Now, that's exactly 200 more than Marcenero and Dargard. I'm not sure how he could pull that off. That could be a ship scan. We also have Oz, Innocent, and Shazam that have a 0. So again, we're talking about a 50-50. Did well, got a 0. Guaranteed we're dealing with Swarm. Well, maybe not guaranteed, but pretty safe bet. Today we have Sensor, Collector, and Remote Power. That's a fantastic combination so that we can get things going. Unknown infestation types on a medical A. You know what? 2, you stay up. Okay. We have Mine. That's a good upgrade to have. And I'm just going to straight up Remote Power that. And I have Ship Scan again. Does not really help me here, but could be a lot worse. Go ahead and drop a sensor there. Drop a sensor here. $43 doors. Oh my god. That means this is going to be... Well, actually, I say this is going to be a big ship, but you can already see there's only 3 rooms wide. The question is this... Okay, it is. That's actually really bad. But I have a way that I can work around it. Go ahead and hope this is safe. Okay, got a lot more scan. I know there is a... Obviously, I'm not ending. Should we go ahead and... No, I'm going to go ahead and close D20. Not necessarily the best option, but... It's not going to go in and blow up the mine, of course, because why would it? And mine. Okay. One scrap, that's very unfortunate. Go ahead and drop another sensor. Open D41. Another one. Oh, that's actually, I'm able to detect a drone through that door. That is fantastic. Ship scan again. Doesn't help me. Okay, well, I'm just going to go ahead and leave that room clear. Because the problem I'm having right now... So what I'm getting right now is we have slime and sentries. Haven't seen any signs of other infestations yet. I'm checking this whole room because I'm kind of afraid I'm going to come across a vent. Please give me stealth. Pry does not help. I have a cat in the background, being very annoying. Let's go ahead and open D39. Okay. So yeah, this is definitely a longer ship, but it's not really... not really a whole lot going on that I can work with. Robbie has his little fort. So... it looks like R7 must be clear. And I got the ship scan on it so I can be sure that it doesn't have a vent. Ship scan again, doesn't help me there. Okay, so I know beyond D40 is a swarm. I'd be a lot happier if I had a stealth right now. A lot happier. That beat made me jump a little bit, I do have to admit. What? No. I'm gonna go ahead and open D5 and D34. think it's pretty safe to say that our 8 up here is empty. That could have been bad. I think it's also safe to say that these other 2 rooms are empty. Okay. Now I can do some tricks here. Okay. Waiting on these swarm to move. I'm actually extremely surprised they haven't moved yet. Oh no. No, 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 no. Oh no. That's the worst possible thing that could happen. The worst possible thing that could happen. Okay, that means that I have to be a lot more careful now. And that also means the run is over. The run is over as soon as I get clear. Now, wow, that's fantastically bad. What I have to do, go through D11, go through D39. And hope I get clear of the mine. I might lose Ethan, but I can recover him. I have mine. These guys aren't moving particularly fast. Now there's one other thing that I do want to do. And that is open up D38 for one last hurrah. Why did the mine not trigger off? Those things are a lot closer range than I expected them to be. Oh, yeah, I can't close D21. Well, that's not good. Well, he's not going to be able to get through door 39. Okay. I'm not done yet. I do want to pick up whatever scrap it dropped. I guess that means that I'm putting my gather on Robbie. Honestly, if I can kill that swarm, that wouldn't be that bad. Oh, wow. I don't want to. But that's a little bit more scrap. Actually, oh wow, that's the rest of the ship. This is not a smart idea with the close command. Oh my god. I've never scanned a ship with... Oh, right. Well, I'm certainly not going to that room. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. All I have left are 2 rooms. I've got 3 scraps between 2 rooms that most definitely... Actually... Nope. This has the potential to basically gas half of the ship. Yep. That is done. I'm not going to test R20. There's just too much that can go wrong. Maybe I will. This is gonna irradiate the entire... Right! I have Collector! Of course! Oh my god. Yay. Oh, that's 2. Nice. Very nice. R21. A little bit more. That is actually every door on the ship almost is open except for D42. R21, interestingly enough, has not vented yet. Or it glitched. Oh, I can't actually close them remotely. So I guess R21 glitched. Or the vacuum glitched? Okay, there it went. Now it's evacuated. Yeah. It's still, interestingly enough, it is interesting how the game does... Wow. The game does have... air pressure, actually. The amount of time that it takes to clear a room is directly related to the size of the room. I mean, it still starts immediately, but it takes a while for it to reach pressure, and then it takes a while for it to move on, and to move on from there. And I got all the way to R5. Where is R5? Oh, R5's the generator room. I'm guessing R3. R3 is exposed to the outside. R2. Yeah. So, got 2 more scrap because of the collector. That's fantastic. And I am done here. There's really nothing more to do, and that was an interesting ship, and I just have to say, I have never gone so far with the close command corrupted. Oh my god. Whew. Total drone health today was 310 on top of the 230 standard, means my starting score was 540. And I am leaving with 940 total. Which puts me in top score. I strongly suspect that either Marcenero and Dargard left early, which probably around the time they lost the close command is not a bad idea. I do not fault either of them for that. Squeaky I don't know about Marcenero or Dargard, though, just because of their score doesn't necessarily make it a definitive point. Squeaky Penguin also probably did the same thing that I did, if I had to guess, and got a little bit more scrap, or they may have gotten that other room before the radiation hit through airlock 2. Whew. It's cold here, so my nerves are a little bit off, and I'm shaking a little bit, but I think it's because of that ship, too. That was probably one of my favorites in a long time. Lots of things could have gone wrong, and they didn't, which is always nice. And on top of that, it was interesting, and like I've said 2 or 3 times now, I've never gone that far on a ship that loses the close command. Usually, you lose the close command, you are done. There's no way you're doing anything else, because any enemies that you let loose stay loose. But in this case, the swarm kept moving between two rooms. Fortunately, it moved out of the way and didn't get back in the way, which was a nice relief. I was able to check a couple of the rooms that it came, the room that it came out of, and a couple others, because I was in the process of clearing those when I lost the close command, and that put me in contact with another generator and let me do some really nice things. Being able to vent the whole ship was humongous. If I hadn't gotten that last generator, I wouldn't have been able to vent that part of the ship, and it just would not have worked as well. The swarm were fortunately not the swarm that I ran into, but there was at least one more, and the vent, which the vent released something else. So they weren't that aggressive. Especially the one that I had to skirt my way around, and that scared me, I'm honest. Because I lost that right when I needed to secure a pathway, and that could have ended extremely badly. Whew. Take a breath. 940 is the score to beat. If you haven't done your own run, good luck. If you have, leave a comment. This is going to be, as much as yesterday's ship, where things went horrible from the get-go, this is a ship that has a lot of complications. With swarm and sentries, you're going to have to deal with... You can't deal with the sentries. You can just shuffle them around until you get that mine. You can't destroy them until you get the mine, but even then you can only destroy 4, which I only ran across 2. 2? Yeah. Only ran across 2, and there might have been more. But, there's so much that could go wrong on this ship. So much. And I don't mean to sound like I'm reveling in other people's suffering, but when there's something that can go wrong, there's something that's interesting. There's a story there. So if you have done your own run, please leave a comment. Let me know how fantastic or catastrophically it went. It is entirely possible with... I only got 3 scrap between the 2 drones, which means you could possibly get 3 more scrap. And 2 of the scrap that I've entered into space, I did not get. So it's a total of possible of 5 scrap. Plus maybe some from other rooms that didn't show up on the ship scan that you could get. And that means you could get as high as 1,040, and that's assuming there isn't more. So there's a lot of interest, there's a lot of possibility on this ship. You could do better, you could do worse, you could have a close call. Please leave a comment. I would love to hear of your own experiences. If you like the video, please like, and have a good day.